Hi, I am Lee from Normandy Atelier. Today we are going to paint Charizard Volcanic Night. I love Pokemon so much, and it has been a very long time since I painted one, and I wanted just to paint Charizard. He is so cool, and some people say he is overrated. I don't think so. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your time with me. For my materials today, I am using an A3 canvas. I am using acrylic paint. My colors are titanium white, ivory black, burnt umber, burnt sienna, yellow ochre, cadmium yellow, dark hue, orange, and scarlet red. For my brushes, I'm using number 18 flat brush, number 8 flat brush, number 6 and number 4 round brushes. I have some like small detailed brushes, number 0 and 000. Also, I have a pencil and a piece of chalk to do a little bit of a sketch later. Also, we need a cup of water to clean our brushes and some kind of a paper towel just to dry them. And that is everything we are going to need today. The first step, I want to do a little bit of a sketch for our landscape so we can understand where is our sky and where is our land. And first of all, I can have the fourth of my canvas from this side, or the quarter. I can have a mark. We can start our volcano, one of the volcanoes from this side here. I can have the halfway mark here. Then I can go to the other side. I can find the third of my canvas here. Then I can start connecting those dots. If I even find the third of my canvas, I can go a little bit up here, maybe 1-2 centimeters or so. And then I can start doing this. Like this is our volcano, could be here. Just lines like this. But maybe this line here arrived to the third of the canvas, like here. It goes up. And all this here will be our volcano from this side. It could drip down until it arrives somewhere in the... Again, if this is here the quarter of my canvas, I want here to be a little bit down. So maybe it will dip somewhere really deep here, but we will see. And from this side, I will start from here, around the third of my canvas. We will have a small dip maybe here, and maybe a tip like this until it arrives to the maybe above the fourth of the canvas, somewhere like here. Then maybe it will dip a little bit more. We will have another mountain here, another mountain here like this. All these are volcanoes. Again, until it arrives somewhere really deep. Let's do this like this. We can do whatever kind of a design. This is our biggest mountain here, so I will keep it like this. Then it will have all these ups and downs like this. And if I oh, there are those lines that I don't like, I can always come back and just delete them like this. I can have even smaller, maybe this is even background hills, here we can have them in a faint color away. Even we can have our volcano lines. So I can find the quarter of my canvas, I can have a line. The quarter from this side, I can have a line. This is here the halfway point. I can just maybe have, oh, this is the lava river who is here. It will go in like this, until it's going away. From this side, it goes like this. Maybe this is coming from this side like this here, something like this. It doesn't need to be exactly. I just improvising where I am having all those details. Here we can have mountains, and we will have our Charizard here. We have a big moon here and smokes and stuff to add atmosphere dimension. But yes, this is our sketch. There are maybe some points we don't need. We can just delete them like this. And yes, we can move to the next step. So the next step, I'm going to do the first coat on the entire canvas. I'm going to use just scarlet red immediately for the river, burnt umber for all the mountains, and I'm going to use I mix a let's call it midnight blue. I added lots of black, a little of blue, and a teeny tiny touch of white to create this color. And I can put it here with this because mixing tool. Then I can go, because I don't want to waste paint, I can go to my number 18 flat brush, the biggest one, and I can paint the entire sky with this color. It covers extremely well. I am not concerned about any brush stroke or anything. You can go from left to right, you can go on from up to down, crisscross, like round motion application, it doesn't matter. But, and as you see, like, I am using lots of paint. Maybe I need a touch of water. The paint is really, like, it's really hot in my apartment. This year we are not having a very good summer. Everything is hot, and for painting that is not good. Especially, I don't know how painting work with AC, but for me, like, I don't have AC, so like it's 27 degrees or 28 degrees inside, and I closed the windows because there are some noise outside, kids playing, and I don't know what they are doing. It's annoying. So, like, I feel like I just mixed the colors, and I feel like it's not mixing like normally it does, if that makes any sense. And I will say, oh, that is maybe because of the heat, or maybe I'm using too much paint. I have no idea, but something like this. Here. And we are going to smooth this out in a minute. But I just want to add all these layers here. If there is a little bit of a gap, or we are seeing our pencil mark, it's fine, because when I'm going to paint the volcano or the mountains, I'm going to make them a little bit bigger. So I just want a rough idea for the shape. For example, here maybe this is too big of a brush, so I can go to my number 8 flat brush, and I can color this in here like this. Maybe it will take a little bit of a time, but it's fine. Maybe here. Just smaller touches. We could have done this entire color as a background, or so for the entire thing. Then we added all the mountains and the details, but I felt that is going to make everything a little bit harder to do on a darker background with all the element that is already dark. So I opted to do this, but you can do that if you are comfortable with that kind of a step. I hope that maybe I messed those up here, but it's fine. We can like fix them in a minute. Now I'm going to clean my brush, and I'm going to do the lava with just red. We can go red and brown, or red and orange, but again, this is only the first layer, so we can just understand it's really see-through, this color. I'm just going to see my pencil anyway. I can just put it here as a solid color, so I understand, oh, this is the lava. And this red will add a little bit of vibrancy. I was considering not having red at all, just orange, but then I said, actually the red could add atmosphere like this, that the orange, even if I mixed it with black or with a brown or whatever it is, it will not give me the same effect. So I added scarlet red. So yeah, I love scarlet red. It's a beautiful color, actually. It's a beautiful red, shade of red. So yeah, I can just have this like this. Now I can do the brown. Yeah. The entire thing here will be brown. I can just have those here, the mountain like this. I'm just going to make it touch those edges of the sky like this. Into the sky, go like that. Here as well. Even if it goes into the river, it's fine. And I can get rid of the pencil mark with this brown. The brown can cover it very well. It's semi-see-through, but I feel like it's dark enough so the pencil will not show. Here as well, I'm going to have this like this. This here, I'm going to color it in a different color. We will see what it is going to be. I want something lighter for that place. It's fine. Even something like the burnt umber is really nice because it's really warm and it complements the red very well compared to something like raw umber, for example. Even here, and because I messed it up before, but it's fine. The entire thing here with this brown. We will make it interesting in a minute, but I want to keep it dark in general. And like some places got a little bit rounder in the shape instead of like being really sharp edges for the mountain tips. That is fine. That is just as the style choice. It doesn't affect anything, but yeah, maybe here it will have a little bit of a peak or something. Is it a peak from this side or the peak is only the part from there? I don't know, but yeah, we can have some red, brown here, the burnt umber. And here as well, we'll have all the lava that is going to arrive into our river of lava here in a minute. We can have gone black for this mountain, but I feel like the brown is really nice. If you want to change to a smaller brush or to a rounder brush, that could work as well. It's a mountain here. Maybe a mountain here, something like this. Now I'm going to a rounder brush. I'm going to use the sky color with white. So it will feel like a gray color, maybe a touch of brown as well. That is, yeah, like this. This could be the background mountain from that side. Just a gray color, but it has brown in it and the blue. The blue will push it away and the brown will make it natural. And it will feel like it's connected to this kind of land here. And I'm just going to paint it very well like this. Maybe give it a bigger peak like here, a smaller one here, just to make it a little bit interesting instead just of a flat line like this. That looks nice. And yes, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I'm going to work on my sky. I want to add some dimension, some color, do a second coat in the entire thing. I'm going to use my number 8 flat brush and my number 18 maybe, but I will start with my number 8. We can add clouds and smoke and all that kind of things. I'm going to start with some gray color. We can have some smoke happening maybe here. Maybe there is another volcano happening and we can have some smoke like from this side. Maybe it's arriving here like this, and this is just black and white, almost the same amount of them, and it's just a smoke or clouds. It doesn't need to be defined as one than the other. Something like this. Coming, maybe this is another volcano from that side. And I am keeping those edges really soft. Then I can have the same color. I want this to be like as an application, like here maybe. All around those mountains here. I will just put it and wrap it away. I can have the original sky color with it and just lighten it up around those edges here. Maybe it's like the smoke far away from us or something. Just keep it like this. We will have a very different kind of a smoke coming from those mountains in a minute, but something like this, just keep it out of focus. And there are gaps that we can see the sky. I can have a little bit of blue, just blue on my dirty brush, and we can have touches of blue up here, maybe cobalt blue, I mean, here. Hint of this blue, the blue on this dark canvas, it will dry very nicely. I'm just going to keep it here, and I'm using this round motion sometimes, and sometimes this like from left to right, depending on where I am. Like this. I like this blue. I can incorporate it everywhere, like maybe here on my dirty brush, just to add dimension and interest and to understand, oh, this is a sky. Maybe even here we have some blue. Keep it impressionistic. We are going to cover most of it. Like we will have our Charizard and we will have many things, but just in case there is something visible behind them, or it will feel interesting. Just like this. I'm not going to overwork it. Now I can have a little bit of white on my dirty brush, and I just want to lighten this up. So here, just having a big kind of a glow, like here. We will have our moon in a second, but I want this to feel like it's here, glowing. I can have a touch of yellow ochre, teeny tiny touch. I don't want my sky to feel green, but I can have a glow like this around the moon here, like that. Just touches over this whiter tones like this, and we will have our moon somewhere in this vicinity. If it felt like it's too much, it's fine. Now I can have some black. I'm going to clean my brush. I don't want the yellow to leak or something. And I can have black clouds and smoke and whatever it is, even inside those here, inside the original like smoke here, it has dimension. It's black smoke, it's volcanic eruption. Everything feels really like it's doom days, you know. So we can add this smoke because it makes sense with this like very black atmosphere like this around here, maybe around here a little bit, down here, and keep this like soft edges to them and like swirls. They are like disappearing into the atmosphere. Here a little bit of this, and here going away like this. That is really nice. Rub this away. And I don't want to do much. I just can have some gray here, like this maybe, arriving from down here with the black, something like this. Even maybe here we have some gray, the smoke. I'm not going to use white on it, but yeah, something like this. All these different tones can work. But here, for example, I'm going to my number 8 flat brush. I can have the gray tone from those here, like this, from those steps here going going up from those steps here, like this, even from here. Why not? Let's put it immediately and we can move on, like this. I want to do some kind of a creamy color, so I'm going to use a little bit of white, a touch of yellow ochre, and a teeny tiny touch of brown. You know, it's a maybe it's, we can even define it as gray, but it's not, it doesn't have brown. See, it's like warmer, and we can have those happening here. But I like my number 8 flat brush for clouds. Yeah, it moves everything fast, like, yeah. So we'll have those here from this, like here. It will go like this. Even here we can have those, like here. But I wanted to feel like a little bit like this. Soften those up, make them like this. Maybe those are in the background, but even those we can just have those lines on them. I can have a touch of burnt sienna on my number 8, but I'm going to use it just on the corner. Burnt sienna and red, maybe a touch of yellow as well. And I can even have those like here. Maybe they are fire, maybe, I don't know what they are, but this application is a little bit harder than I expected, but it's fine. I can have the yellow, yeah. And I don't want them to feel flames. I want them to feel like it's smoke. So I didn't like this very well. I'm going to my number 8 flat brush, and I can have this color again, the creamy color, and mix it over them with this brush, like this, and it will have the color of them because they are behind it now, like this. And you can have whatever design for your smoke, but this is what I am liking. I am, like, as you see, like, I changed them many times here, just to feel like, oh, I didn't like the application. It's fine. We can always do a second layer. And I use a very thin paint, which is like student grade acrylic paint. I like it a lot because it can help me do layers like this. I don't like a better quality paint. I can have a touch of black, actually. I can darken those up here, just to feel like, oh, they are really, everything is erupting in a very bad way, like this. And cool, I can have just yellow ochre now, and I can just make this clouds like this here. The clouds, oh, they can be clouds, but I'm going to say smoke, because like they are smoke. And I can just make this yellow. I love yellow ochre for the skies. I always say that, but like here, I'm not going to add anything, just the yellow, like this. Rub it away, maybe a touch of black or something here, just to make it connect. And yeah, I'm going to make it like this. Here it's dried, so I'm just going to make my moon immediately. For my moon, I'm going to use the creamy color for now. And this is here the quarter of my canvas here. I want my moon to be somewhere in this vicinity here. Like maybe it's arriving here, coming like maybe here, like this. And some kind of a circle shape. We do these circles like this. And again, it doesn't need to be a full circle because, well, it's a moon. It could have different stages. Doesn't need, it could be just a crescent. It doesn't need to be a full moon. And if you want to keep the edges soft, we can just have a touch of water and just soften those edges here with this brush like this. I'm trying to keep it rounder because I feel like that looks better. Is it round? Maybe it needs a little bit of color from this side. And I like this way of painting. I am adding the same colors from there. I'm using them here. And it's a little bit see-through. We can see a little bit of the background. That is great. I'm going to have a little bit of red and yellow just to make some kind of a orangey tone, different from the orangey tone that we are going to use otherwise. And we can have a blood moon or something like this. Give it a glow. I can have just white, and we can have touches of white, a little bit of a glow around it like this with this white, like this. Make these edges soft like this. Just radiate this light like this around the moon. Nice. I can have a touch of brown just to have some dark spots here and there. I'm going to use my orange. I can have just a touch of orange, and we can have the orange like this. It's great, and I can go back to my creamy color, but creamy color and white, and we can just soften those up and just add some kind of another layer on some places like this. But yeah, something like that. That is really nice. And does it need some glow? I feel it needs some white, only some spots of white inside the moon itself, like here maybe here, like this, a little bit like that. Maybe around edges, like here, could have a little bit of white, maybe here. But something like this. I don't need it to be extremely difficult to paint. Soft edges, so we can adjust it. Maybe a touch of yellow, actually. Just some, yeah, the yellow. I love the yellow. And I can have the yellow over as well, like this. Just add this halo effect around the moon, like this. That looks nice. And yes, this is everything for our sky. So the next step, I want to define those mountains, and I can use my round brush to add highlight to them. And the highlight is coming from the moon, but from the eruption itself as well. We can decide where these mountains are coming. So maybe this mountain here, like it's coming like this, and it's a big one arriving here. I love this burnt sienna. Arriving here, for example, like this. So this mountain is in front of those. Let's finish the background ones first. This one here has like, it's arriving here like this. This is like here. From this like right side, like this, I can rub this away. Here. This here. I have some white, I don't want that. I can just go back to the burnt sienna. I can have this, like to feel like this here. Like this, maybe it's coming like, it's not arriving to the end, if that makes any sense. Here, maybe there is another one, like this one is like here, and it could be like jagged and harsh lines for this volcano from this side. I can go from this side, it will be illuminated from the other side, maybe. So maybe, oh, it's like coming like this here. And maybe the volcano from our side, like it's coming like this. And it's like ending here or something. You know, maybe here. Just those highlights with this burnt sienna color. Like this, here as well. cool. Now I can use this bird sienna to add more. For maybe there is like a small mountain like coming here. Maybe there is a bigger one here. And like it's like arriving here. And I can rub this away like this. And this could be like our shoreline or our like whatever. We can have another tip here like this. Just to add to the atmosphere, we can have one here like this. From this side, we can do the same. We can have a smaller like one here and like a smaller, bigger one here like this. Another one like there, and all this like area here. Just adding those more to this land. So maybe here we will have another one like this. Just rocks. So maybe here we will have more of those like this. And this could be like behind, like because this is the foreground, so I'm just going to color the entire thing, and this could be like this. And here maybe there is just a big rock kind of thing. We could just add it like that here, and it's round. It doesn't need even to be jagged or anything. I can now use the brown on those, or maybe I can have some brown here and black. Like here, down here, on those sides. Like I'm just going to use the black actually on my dirty brush. So we will have a line here like this. Just separate them, have some shadows like this. And they don't need to be perfect. They just need to feel like they make sense. So yeah, like that. And that black could work. Like I am adding the shadows from this side, so maybe down here we will have some like this, like that here. I'm just pulling these colors up in the silhouette here, some rounder shape here. And again, it's impressionistic. These are just it adds atmosphere, but I don't need to paint every single one of them, if that makes any sense. I can have some of this like here, shadows, applicate them like between these valleys here as well. And I am not getting rid of the entire thing. I'm keeping some of the brown, but some black moments and some like here, maybe here, just to understand where is the edge of every single one of them. Maybe this one here has an edge. This one here, we can make it black like this. Give it like this here. Maybe we have some kind of a thing here. Another one here. For those, maybe, oh, there is a black coming like this. So the tip will understand where it's coming from and where it's ending. Maybe there is another one here, something like this. And we can add lines, shadows, whatever they are near here, and like this kind of an application, which is like from left to right, valleys. They don't even need to understand what they are. They are just the landscape. Maybe here we have some black from this side, up here, up there, definitely this one, it needs something. So I'm going to have some black like this, and it's going away. And yes, just like this. Now I can go to my number 4 round brush, and I can have my orange, and we can have those streams of lava. Orange and white, actually. The orange is really see-through. And we can have this. This is pink. Yeah, like this. Orange and a teeny tiny touch of white, and we can have this stream of lava. And maybe this is highlight as well. From those sides, like this. Yeah, let's put this highlight all over like this. Here as well. Yeah, this is a highlight. I'm not going to make it as lava as this moment. It could be, but it doesn't need to be. Just applicate those, add those on these steps like this. And I'm just moving my brush in those. I'm leaving the marks. I'm not blending. This is the entire idea here, not blending. So maybe here we will have some highlight like this on this rock, like that. Nice. From this side, so maybe we'll have some highlight here, some highlight here, some highlight in this side like this. Yeah, like this here. It's too much. Again, we can always come back and fix it. Like those here, they need something extra, something like this. Those here as well. On the floor as well, maybe here. Just those highlight information that it's like hitting by the moonlight, by the glow of the entire scene, which is nice. Now we can have our lava. So I'm going to start with red and orange at the same time, just to make this kind of a very vibrant color. And we can make those like coming like this. They don't need to follow the highlight. They can go in different direction. So, and they can arrive to those here. So maybe this is coming like this. Maybe this doesn't have anything. Maybe these like here. This is like here. Just paint this very well. Maybe there is something coming like here. Nice. This one. Adding more red. And we can have this like happening here. This lava stream thing. Arriving behind here. Arriving there. And moving like this. Till it's arriving here. From this side, maybe here. There is some kind of a stream or something. On this big volcano, definitely we will have those like coming like this. From this side up here. Like this. Away from us like this. And those lines will indicate, again, also the shape of the volcano. Is it volcano or volcano? Volcano. So maybe this is coming here, those are there. I can define the eruption point. Maybe it's like here. All those coming up. I can have some cadmium yellow and I can enhance those with this cadmium yellow. Look how pretty the cadmium yellow look. I love cadmium yellow. And we can have this. Actually, I'm going to clean my brush. I just need cadmium yellow. We can have a touch of white over it, but it's not necessary. And we can have those like here. Just keep adding those yellow over in a small lines over this orange that we did, so we can feel like, oh, it's a glowing as well. It's lava, it's like glowing, it's going down like this. Because, well, lava has like different colors. Like this. I'm just using the tip of my brush so I can have smaller lines over what we did before. Like this here as well. Can have this like this. I can have the lava in the middle, so like this. I'm just going to have a touch of white with my yellow, and we can have like this from left to right. Imagine it to be like a river, but it's from lava, like this. It's going away. You can tap it like this, away, like from there. For now, I can do the orange on my dirty brush. Orange and the light orange that we did. We can have this like here, over the red. It's fine. Let me see the orange like this. Yes, an orange like this. Added just a touch of yellow to my orange. A teeny tiny touch of white. And I can just enhance even those like this, red as well. I'm going to have red and burnt sienna or brown just to make it darker red in the outside. Oops. Here we can have those red tones like this. Yeah, it feels like nothing, but it will dry darker like this. We have now different shade, different tones, maybe even here. Maybe these are even the shadowed part of this, like mountains, casting a shadow here. And I don't need to overwhelm myself, something like this. Now I can have some yellow, cadmium yellow. I'm going to leave them a little bit. I can continue with the yellow on those. Like this, yellow here, here. Like this. Over these lava. Some here, going away. Here. Here, arriving this way. I can do just orange. I can have orange, more orange here. I can have some orange here. This is the fiery part of the volcano. Like this. Erupting like this. Nice. And I can have multiple eruption. Maybe this one have a smaller eruption like here with this colors. Maybe this one here as well in the, because like it has flames on it or something. I can have the yellow, and I can just make I can add yellow to the flame like this. Again the yellow once again like here. I can go red, scarlet red, and I can make this deep fiery fire happening like this. And I am keeping everything controlled, and I don't want them to overwhelm the scene and be too big. But yeah. Here for this, like this. Yellow and white now. I really want this like very strong yellow color. Maybe it has a little bit of red, but yeah, like this. This is too much. I can just add it like this over those. I can have it like here as well. Just strokes of this lava color here. Everywhere we want, we can add this. I can have red, and I can have the red over here like this. You can have the orange coming here, coming there. The yellow, I want this to be a little bit bigger, like this maybe. A touch of white, just playing with this like the tip of the mountain. until like I am satisfied with the result. Maybe some lights here, some yellow or cadmium yellow on those because they feel too red, like this. I want them to feel orangey. And we can have multiple layers, a touch of white, like this. Yes, that looks great. Maybe a little bit like this. I just need to touch a little bit the background here. So I can have a touch of white and cadmium and yellow ochre or whatever it is. And we can have yellow ochre and white. I don't need that red tone. Here on this, like this. Maybe a touch of blue or something. Just to push it away. Add more white. Like this. I go back to the gray and soften all these things up. I don't want the red here, so I'm just going to make it like that. Just more blue down here. And rub it away, don't need much. And yeah, the gray again, once again over here. Like this, yeah. And I don't want it to feel like it's some kind of water or something. So I'm just adding a touch of brown and black over this here. Over the blue, it will still fade away, but like this, yes. And yes, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I'm going to use a little bit of a chalk to do a little bit of a sketch for our Charizard. I need to find the halfway point of my canvas from this side and from this side. It doesn't need to be exact, but somewhere in this vicinity here, I will have a mark. And that will be the halfway point of my canvas. I can go a little bit to the left. I can have a mark. So I have the third of my canvas here from here. I want his neck to start somewhere around the third of my canvas. So somewhere in this vicinity, his neck will start. If I find exactly the half of my canvas up and I went to the, like here, as we said, this is here somewhere in the, like somewhere in this vicinity, his neck will arrive here. This is here the halfway point of my canvas until it arrives to the third. So I can have a point here. From this side, now we can have his body. I don't want his body to be really far away from the halfway point. So maybe, as we said, it's somewhere in this vicinity here. And it's some kind of an oval kind of a shape. Like this, but it's a little bit on an angle. I can find again the third of my canvas, so it could be around like this area here, something like this, near the volcano. I don't want to block everything I painted, but yeah, and his neck will arrive here, like this, and that is like his body, like this, could be, that is good. I can do his neck, could arrive like somewhere in this vicinity here. His neck, I'm going to make it like going away like this until like it's arriving here. Until like, if this is like the quarter of my canvas, somewhere in this vicinity here. And the quarter of my canvas is like here. I can have his face like ending somewhere in this vicinity here. And his face is some kind of a triangle. So I can make it, I can make that shape so I can go up like this and in. And from this side, I will go up and in like this. And we will have his mouth area like here, like this. It could be bigger or smaller, we will see in a minute. I will just connect those like this for the head. Now, from this side, I don't want the neck to be too big, so I can make it like that. And I can see, is it too big? I can just fix this egg shape thing. It'll arrive here, which is like nice. I can have his big leg happening here. So again, if this is the halfway point of my canvas, I will go here and arrive and go up maybe a centimeter, and I can give him a curve like this until like it's like coming like here. And it's like coming like here, maybe like this. So maybe the curve is like this, and here we will have his foot. So it will go like this. We'll have some kind of an ankle here, go up, and it's coming like this for these big, huge toes. I'm not going to paint them right now. We can, like, why not? 1, 2, like 3, like this. And from the other side, I will go again up here and a little bit up here, and I can have his leg coming from this side like this. It's inside his body, and we can round this up like this. For his thigh, he will have some kind of a knee here like this, his knee, and we will arrive to his leg like that is coming like here till like it's arriving to his kind of leg happening immediately like this, like here. So we'll have 1, 2, like this, 3. Like it looks goofy now, but we will make it work in a minute. Now we will have his wing. So this is here near his neck. I can have this line, and maybe the wing is arriving somewhere in this vicinity here, like this. We'll make a mark until it's arriving above the halfway point. So the halfway point is here. I can make this arriving here, like this. All this will be his wing, and I can take this up like here. It's like almost like a bat wing kind of a thing, and like this here, and it's like coming like here from that side, and here it's like, we give it like here, like this, and it's going away. So that is his first one. Maybe this is like coming here to make it a little bit substantial and bigger. And from the other side, like it will continue like this. I don't like this. I don't know why. But yeah, it's like from this side, and it's arriving somewhere here, like this, and like this here. Like this is here is closing to this point as well. Like this. I'm just going to delete all this with my finger. This is here, and this is coming from this side. Let me see, because we are seeing the down part from this side, so it's going down here, up here, and from this side it's like almost like closing in, so we are seeing just a part of it, and like this. It will be more we understand it more later when we paint. It has some kind of a small arm from this side near his wing area. Near his wing area, I'm just making this wing a little bit bigger from this side and from this side like this. Near his wing area, we can have a small arm coming like this, a small hand like this with this 3 kind of pumps, and he has 3 claws like this. I'm not that happy with those, so I'm just going to make those pumps like this, and then we can add those like this, yeah, like we did with the hand. We have 1, 2, 3 like this, and then we will have the claws like this. Maybe this needs to be a little bit smaller, like this, and cylinder. This. Because his hand is coming from the other side, we are not seeing everything. And here he will have some kind of a shoulder up here, and his like forearm like this, like this, and his hand is arriving. I'm not liking the hand. Let me start with the hand. Let's put the hand somewhere under his face. So he will have a claw here, a claw here, and a claw like this here, and that will be his hand here, small hand. He will have this arriving here to his elbow, near his wing, and that will go like this to his shoulder. Yeah, that looks better, but I just need to fix this here for this. Yeah, like this. We can fix the line later. So we have all those, and now we need his iconic face. So we will have his horns. The first one is coming maybe somewhere in this vicinity here, like this, and it's coming in, and the other one is like from the other side, it's smaller. We are seeing just part of it, like this. He will have some kind of an eye, like this, an angry eye. And we will have like some kind of an other design. His other eye is from the other side, like this. Have some kind of a nose, and his mouth like this. We give him a bigger jaw like this here. And the last step, I just want to give him some kind of like define where is his belly is going to be. So I can have this kind of a big circle or oval kind of a shape. Let's arrive like somewhere in this vicinity here. So we have his belly, all his legs, this the other legs like here, and his body like that. And yes, this is everything for this step. The next step, I'm going to paint my Charizard. I'm going to use some kind of an orange tone. Not this one. I'm going to mix my orange from the tube, a touch of brown to naturalize it, and some white, maybe some yellow as well. This is only the first coat. We are going to add more to it, but this, like, yeah, that was too neon color for me. So yeah, I'm using my number, this one, number 4, round the brush, and I can do the entire thing here with this orange tone. And if I didn't like anything, I can always go back to the sky color and fix it if something happened, you know? So don't stress about it. That's what I want to say. Here we will have his leg here, with like his knee is up there. I'm not going to do the claws for now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this like shape. I'm just going to have it like this. I'm not going to paint the outside right now because I feel like I might not do. This one here as well for the leg area. Because when add highlights and shadows to define those objects, it might feel like, oh, now it makes sense. It was not showing on the subject before. So I don't need to paint 100% every line that I did, but I'm trying. This here need to be bigger, of course, like this for the rear end as well. I can continue with this for the hands here. Just doing this, and I'm keeping the clothes. I'm going to make them with the gray or white in a minute. The other hand here. And we can keep some of these lines just to understand what is happening or where are these object is going to be, so I don't get confused later. This here needs to be with this color. And it's a little bit see-through this color, so it provides me with like lots of opportunity to not stress about every single thing that I am doing. So yeah, this is coming here like this. And I can color this here. But again, I'm keeping some of those lines showing for the separation part of the body, like this. The neck area. It got a little bit bigger, it's fine. Here I'm just going to keep some lines so I can understand the shoulder coming from this side. The spiky ear. Is it an ear or is it a horn? I'm not sure for Charizard. I'm just going... I put my hand on it, which is not good, on the paint. And I can color this horn. Let's call it horn. I'm going to have white for the eye. Don't want to lose its shape, like this. And I can have some black for the mouth, because again, I don't want to lose those. And here as well, some black. Maybe here, so you can understand the shape of the head, like this. And here as well, I'm just going to have this black for all these lines. Here some black, maybe here some black, here. Just for now, if I didn't want the black, I can always counter it with something different. But like, this is a way to just define my lines without that shock. I can go here. And just, I'm really being mindful that I don't want my lines to get bigger or smaller, or especially bigger. I don't want my Charizard to get bigger and worse. And I don't want to, I'm trying not to, like this here. Not to miss the sketch that I did, which is a miracle. I did it one time and it turned to be great. Maybe because I watched Charizard so many times. It's like memorized in my head. I don't know, but normally I will struggle with this. I love Pokemon in general, to be honest. Pokemon is one of my favorite franchises since I was a kid. And yeah, I love Pokemon. And it's just so... it's nostalgic to me. I can have a touch of brown on my dirty brush or something for the other eye, just to be darker, but we don't need to go black. Maybe a touch of black actually as well, because it feels like the same color. So I just can have this here from the other side. Nice. We can fix it later, don't worry. And for the wings, I'm going to have the outer edge of this wing here to be orange, like here. So it will be, the back of the wing will be orange, you know. But here we are seeing only the interior part, so only the edge will be orange and the interior will be a different color. Maybe black, maybe blue. We will see what I'm going to do. And I'm just giving this edge like this. Like here. Keep a better job of this like colors, like here. We could have a touch of water if we want, but it's not necessary. This color is moving very well for now. Here. This will come here. and it will curve up. And here, again, same thing. So this will be this color here. And from here, it could come, I'm not sure how I'm going to make it. Let me do from this side first, like this, driving here, going up here, and coming down here. Like this. I want to color the entire thing here. So maybe the wing is a little bit curved in, and we are seeing just part of it. Maybe this is coming like this here. Yeah, like this. Nice. Just do this curve, the inside curve like this, and it's like curving like this from here. Like this, and here as well. Nice. Keep this spike, and just the outside edge here. Let's color the entire thing here so it doesn't have another color. Like this. This is nice. Now I can clean my brush. I can have the sky color with black, and I can color the entire thing here for this. If I touch some of the orange, it's fine. We can do another layer in a minute. And what will separate this from the sky is just the outer edge, and also it doesn't have all these layers of smoke that we did. And we will have highlight on it in a minute. And also the brush strokes. I'm going with this smooth application, different to the very atmospheric thing that we did before. So yeah, all these things can lead to a very good, like how to understand the information that we are providing in our painting. And maybe you could do something different completely. Maybe like the sky is smooth, and Charizard itself is very impressionistic, and it has all these dots and stuff like that. That could work as well. It's all, sometimes I always say that's all about contrast, but yeah. I can go from this side. Oops, I just touch his neck. It's fine, his neck just got smaller. I don't like coloring this way. I prefer normally not to color around objects, but I'm not concerned because I'm going to do a second layer in a minute on all these other things. And my colors are bleeding, like here, the orange. Like this. The inside here, I'm going to do the claws in a minute. His nails, claws, whatever they are. This is such a cool representation of Charizard, I feel. I don't know why some people don't like Charizard. Like, for me, if I'm talking about Kanto starters, I love them all. I love Bulbasaur so much, Venusaur as well. But Charizard is cool, and especially in a scene like this. Sometimes I feel like if I want to paint a Pokemon, like, what Pokemon do I want to paint? I want something to feel like it to represent an idea. Sometimes other Pokemon is hard. Like what can I do with Venusaur? It's hard. Bulbasaur, it could work. It's like cute, but Venusaur harder. Blastoise, like also harder. So here I'm just going to do for now just yellow ochre, and I can do whatever I want to it in a minute. I can add atmosphere dimension, but this color, like it complements the orangey tones very well. So we can go with it. It doesn't need to be 100% the colors of Charizard because, oh, it's an eruption. It's volcanic blaze. It could have lots of effects on the body itself and on the colors themselves. That's how I feel. The most important for me is the atmosphere. More yellow ochre from this side. Smooth it out. Like this. Oh, we didn't do a tail. Yeah, we will do that now. Just going to keep this like this. Yeah, I'm going to do a tail. I totally forgot that it has a tail. Just need to fix this line here. It feels really off. Yeah. Like this. Nice. I just need a tail. So I'm going to the orange tone. It could come from here. Like this. And from behind the leg here. I'm just going to keep a little bit of a gap for now. Maybe just this finger here could be fixed. And I'm going to curve it up. If this is the halfway of my canvas, I want it to arrive somewhere in this vicinity here, down. Somewhere in this vicinity here. We have a point, so now we can connect this to this, like this. And it will be smaller from this side, bigger from this side. I always loved that Charmander line. In the anime, it was very devastating to see his trainer ditch him and almost die under the rain. That always broke my heart. And, well, the Ash and the rest of the crew just help him. That was nice. I always loved Charizard. He was so stubborn and full of himself and strong and not arrogant, but I don't know, he was cool. He didn't obey Ash for a very long time. But yeah, then he became the best Pokemon. I'm going to do the entire thing, it's fine. Now I can have some yellow ochre maybe or something, and we can have a little bit of a flame here from the... I love this yellow ochre. I'll add this everywhere actually. On my dirty brush, and we can have this flame of red like this. Coming from the tail, nice, and more yellow here. Some orange tones here, like this, nice. I lost some of the yellow, so I can go back and just add it here in the middle. I'm just dabbing it, I don't want it to blend. Like this, nice. And I can just make the, yeah, they connect. And yes, this is everything for this step. The next step, I want to finish my Charizard. I'm using my number 4 round brush once again. And I'm going to start with his face, actually, so we can finish that. And I got rid of all the chalk marks, so I don't get confused even for the clothes. I will add them the last thing. So yeah, I will start with some black and cobalt blue for the eye. And we can give him an eye like this. Color the entire thing here. Blue eye, yes. Can clean this. I can have a touch of black once again. And I can give him from the inside here, we can give him indicate the lines like this. Nice. I can have this line here. This line here for the mouth. Like this. This. I can add a shadow from the underside here with this black coming here. For the horn from this side as well. This one will be like hit by the sun anyway, but so going to keep it like this. Fix this eye socket like this. Just do a better job from down here. This like area here will be darker, so I'm going to darken this up. For the neck, like this. Arriving here, just rubbing this color away. Fix those edges. Keep soft edges from the inside, like this. And I like the ivory black for those kind of steps, although normally I don't like ivory black, but well, here we are. I can have any kind of orange, yellow, and white together, just to have a highlight color on those ears. Here, up here, like this. Maybe some highlight here, like this, around the eye, coming here. Having a highlight here, just rub those colors away, like this for the body. And if it's too much, again, we can go back to some of those original colors and we can have them and blend them away into a second coat in those places here, up here. Again, the highlight colors, we can have them up here. I am applying those over the orange, or like from the outer side, to feel like it's like, oh, it's getting illuminated by this. Even here, we could have this, like this, because the moon is like really up there. And I like to keep the highlights like this. They feel really good. When they are like really rough, I instead of blended everything away and stuff like that, I don't like that. We can have some lines coming inside like this, like this. A line coming like this from here. This one here definitely need this highlight here, this side. From this side as well, like this, going away from this side here. Define those edges here. Now I can have any kind of red or whatever it is, and I can give him like some glaze or highlight from this side with some water if it's not moving, like here. And if it's too much, we can go to the black and we can counter it with black like this. But this black will be different because, well, it has all these lighter tones from those sides, like here, maybe here as well. Here, a little bit of a glaze or something, maybe from the volcano. Now with this red, yeah. Like this. And black over it. Something like this, just to have extra something so it doesn't feel like one-dimensional. I can have just a touch of yellow or something from like down here, like this. Rub it away. Yeah, yellow ochre, I mean. Yellow ochre is a great color. And rub it away like this so it feels like really, really soft instead of like lines, you know? Something like this is perfect. I can have just some kind of a nose with like dots of black from the side, like this here. And the other one will be from the other side, so you are not seeing that. Again, with this black, I can have in this eye, I can have a small circle here with black. When it's dried, I will put a little bit of white on it. Oops, I didn't want to do this. I just want more darkness here, here. Those lines are too big, so we can fix them like this. Some places like this, nice. This wing needs some movement, so I can have some black and brown or something, and red, anything like those colors, and I can, yeah, like this, and I can have some texture and shadowed part like this. Make it a little bit dirtier than it was. Yeah, like this. Maybe more black in some places. Too much. Oops. Yeah, like this. It's in the shadow like that. That is good. I'm just going to outline it almost like here with black. So it will feel like really, really in the shadow. It's coming here. I don't know where it's coming from. Like it's coming, where is it ending? It's like ending somewhere here, right? Like here. Like this, yeah. I can have a touch of yellow or something, and I can make it longer here and up here so you can understand. Then more yellow here. Like this. From this side maybe as well. Maybe a touch of orange here. Yeah. Like this. This is nice. Now I can work on his belly. Let's make it lighter up and darker from below. Okay, have a teeny tiny touch of yellow and some white. Like this. And I don't need much now. I just rubbed it away on my paper towel, and I can have some yellow here. More white maybe. Here. Near the edge here. Like this. Nice. Yes. Rub it away. And I don't even need shadows because it's already shadowed, which is great because we painted on a darker area, but I can have a touch of brown just to have something. Oh, this is not brown, this is blue. Yeah, blue and brown technically. Well, the brown or the blue will make everything. I can darken this section here for the tail because it's in the shadow with this brown. Like here. I can do this with the yellow and the brown for the shadowed part here, and just brown for the tail here. Yes, like this. Rub it away until like it's like merging into this orange tones from the side. Nice. I can have some orange here happening. And I can have the highlight orange tones, any highlight, it doesn't matter. And we can have a highlight from this side, like here. Can continue with this highlights. From this side, maybe some yellow, cadmium yellow, white, and orange. And we can have this highlight happening here on the tail from this side. Just white here. This here will be illuminated by the flame. So I'm just adding more of this until like it's merging here. I can go to the original color and I can blend those colors together like this. Nice. More orangey tones here. It feels too yellow for my tastes, yeah. Something like this. Now we can work on this leg. Actually, let's work on finish his eye. I can have just white and I can have just a teeny tiny sparkle like this. Maybe a sparkle here, a sparkle here. And with this white, do I need a highlight with white? Yeah, why not? Have a small highlights here, 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 here happening. With this white, maybe here, just lines of this white to add extra information. Maybe here near the moon, have some white. Maybe here a little bit, maybe here from this side. Just some white, maybe this here because it's in front or to the moon. So it could catch some of that brightness. Especially here, down here, yeah, and here. Not everywhere, but in some places, like here, maybe. The outside, nice. Here, the hand from this side. Like this. I can have a touch of black. I can darken those up here. Just some black from this side here. For this arm as well, like here. Like this. Some black from the body part over here. For the back area. Maybe some brown as well. Anything to make it darker. It needs to be black. Like this, nice. Just make this line a little bit better because it's like really crooked from everywhere. I can have some highlights on the arm itself. Here, so, oops. too much, so we can have something like this, like that. Nice. On the arm here, on the hand. Not going to stress about it. For the big knee here, definitely this knee here need this light up here. The knee from the other side as well, here, like this. Oh, this is his thigh actually. Maybe this from the volcano here is like coming. His other leg, it will be in the shadow until like it's arriving here. So let's go to brown and black and red, whatever color, dark color we want, and we can have this here. More black. Yeah, here for his leg, coming down here. And the original color, just to make it just darker shade of it, not too much drama happening. Let's first darken those areas up. Here we will darken this. Here I will darken this again. Here I will darken this from this side, like here. Darken a little bit up here, a little bit here. We can have highlights colors here, like this, here, 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 here for the feet area, here. The original color, blend it out, like this. Some highlights here, highlight here, highlight here, here, like here. Maybe make this, all this a little bit bigger, like this. Need some kind of an ankle here, going away. Like this. Don't like it. So like this, yeah. Now we can have the original color and we can blend those up a little bit. Now I can mix some kind of a gray tone. So black and white. And we can have those big claws. Maybe just white. Yeah, like this. 1, 2, 3. Like this. Make them sharp. Maybe you have 1, 2, and 3 from this side, like this. And I can have just some darkness and give them some form, like this. From the other side, I can have some white only, and I can give them highlight here, 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 and here. Like this, but I need to fix this leg. It doesn't feel good. So I'm going to have some brown or something, and we can give them like fingers, 1, 2, 3, like this, here. Darken this up here. We have some color, like this. Let's make those claws even bigger, like this. And we can have white over them, like this, yeah. Maybe we have some highlight on this side. You can understand, yeah, like this. It needs something for here. And we need some kind of a knee. So I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger up here. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Now that makes sense. Like this, yeah. Touch of yellow, something here. Touch of yellow here. Yeah, now that makes more sense. I can have some orange tones here, like this. Darken this side up here. Give a little bit of a highlight on the knee here and from the thigh here. A highlight definitely here with this white. On this here. Maybe a highlights with white on those here. Something like this. I can go back to the white. Work on these like this. Yes. This big close. I don't like this, how this is like forming. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. Have some orange for the fingers, like this. Yeah, make it like that. Nice. Maybe the direction of those are wrong. Yeah. So I'm just going to do the sky color or the smoke color or whatever it is. And I can just delete this here. Like this. Now I can go to black and I can give him those, yeah, like this. Can I give him some form here, like that? Yeah, like this. And I can have white for the highlights on those, like this. Cool. Doesn't need anything. I can have some white or something on those. Yeah, I need the claws for the fingers. So with black, I can have one finger here, 1, 2, and 3. From this side, 1, 2, like this, and 3, like this. And I can give them some highlights here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And I can give some highlights here for the hand, like this. I don't need much, to be honest. Something like this. With this black that I have, I can just fix this mouth so it can have some kind of an edge here, like this. Anything like this. Some lines, some whatever it is. Like the jawline. I'm just going to do this a little bit sharper. Like this, yes. Like that. And this a little bit sharper. For the claws. Yeah, like this, nice. Maybe some white. Keep mixing it up. And some black from the bottom side. Like this. And yes, this is everything for this step. So that was the last step of our painting. I hope you enjoyed your time with me and I hope you painted yourself a beautiful scenery with Charizard and this volcanic night. And I hope to see you again in another video. Bye everybody.